Welcome to the channel. Today we are going to be working on this Mercedes is a JL 450. So today I'm going to guide you to the step-by-step instruction on how to remove this front differential, and I will give you tips of how to install it back. So this procedure applies to a Mercedes which is going to be the M class, is 2006 to 2012. That's W164. Also it applies to Mercedes the JL class from 2006 to 2012. So it's X164. So let's begin. So at the beginning of this process, you should have some kind of lift. So I'm using this special lift. So if you don't have access to this, you should have a floor jack. So we're gonna open this thing right here, we're gonna open this right here, and then we're gonna open this right here. So our axles are going to come out. So this axle is coming out, so definitely our tire is going to come out. Same as this side, this tire is going to come out, our axle is going to come out too. Then I'm going to release this from right here, and then we're going to open them right there, over there on top. Same as this side too, over there, so this thing can be yanked on the side and then gives access to remove the axle. Next we're going to remove this right here, guys. You see here, right here, you're going to remove this. All right, that's a brief view. All right, let's begin work. So once here, we remove our tire. So you get a 17mm. We remove all these out. Once that is done, we take our tire out. Alright, once that is done, now you can proceed to insert. So we do the same on the other side. So you can start right here, we take out the tire, we take it out. So once this is done, you just take it out like that. Alright, next you have to remove this right here. There's a bolt right over here, and once that is done, you have to take out this axle bolt. Then we have to take out this right on top over here, and then we just get our axle out from right over there. So we do the same from this other side. So you take this out, and then you take this one out. It's right over here. Take that out, you take the center one out, and then that should be good to go. This thing comes forward, and then you just get out our axle. Then once that is done, we can proceed from below, and then we do our next stuff. So you take an impact gun, and then you take a 36mm, and then this is what you're gonna break this from. So this one comes out like that, and then you use a strong center punch to hit this thing to go back, so it just becomes loose. So we do for the other side. So I have to mention something. You really need kind of like impact gun, because this thing sometimes it's really tough to come out. So once you have it, it should be easy to come out. So you get something like this. You hit it right over here. You use a hammer. You hit it all the way to make this thing loose to come out from all right inside there. You just hit it a little bit. Once that is done, this thing should be able to just move freely. So once you get this thing well, this thing should be able to play like this. So you should be good to go. You can proceed to remove this right here, and then remove this right over here. And also you need to release this stuff right over here so that it doesn't stretch this thing and this thing comes forward. So you just come right over here, you pop this thing like that, and then you just get out of right there. And come out like that, and then we have this harness right over here. You can just take it like that, and come down right over there. You just take it like that. Just come right over here, and now you guys can see. I think somebody tied it up. Right over here. So I'll leave that, and then next we have just released this thing so that it just stays on the back when this thing comes forward. So you look for like a dice, so you just get one like that, and then you just snap like that. You just let this thing rest forward like that, let it sit like that, and then once this thing comes, this thing should be free. thing doesn't need to be stretching. So we do the same for the other side, and then we proceed. Take out 22mm, we open right over here. So this one out, we come out like that, so we just take it out. So I put this thing temporarily so that when we just release it from here, this thing should not just budge out like that. It should give us some leverage so that we hit this thing all the way out. So I know there are several methods of releasing this thing right here. So for me, I use a hammer. So you just hit right over here, just hit it gently, this thing will just pop out. So you can release this thing right over here. So you let this thing come out like that, and then also be careful over here. Use your center punch, hit this thing, let it come all the way from out here, and then you can proceed with removing down right over here. So once that's done, make sure this thing is out all the way like this, and also make sure your wirings are just, these cables are free, they're not stretched. Then you can remove this one right over here. Alright, let's proceed. You take a 24mm, you put on this side, and then this side you just take this one out. So once that is done, you just take out this ball, put it on the side. So you just take this thing right here, make sure it comes out from right over here, and then you can release it. You just hit that thing to come out from right over here. You just go down, you hit it up, this thing comes out, we just pull it out. So you can below the car, and then you see this where our axle is, it comes all the way here. So you take a primer, you hit it right from right here, you just hit it gently, this thing is just going to pop out, and once it pops out you can take it out. And then we can do like everything we did on this side, on this other side, we just take everything the same thing so that we can get access. Alright, let's proceed, let's pop this thing out. So you hit that thing like that, and then this thing is going to come out from all this other side. It's going to come out like that, so we can take it out from this side, we get it out of the way. Alright, so you just come like that, you just take this out like this. So our rocker pinion is just right over there. So make sure it doesn't come from this side, make sure it comes from this other side, so that the thing just comes freely like that, and then it should be out. So alright, so we do everything we did on this side, we did on the other side, because the process is just the same, there's nothing different. So once it's done, you just pull it like that. It's a bit longer, so you just stretch it like that, let it come all the way, and you guys can see from there. Alright, so this is our front differential now, is free from the axles. So we remove this right here, and this right here, and this right here. And but before we do that, we come right here, we take our Torx, I think it's 45 or 50. We remove this thing, we just get it out, and then we should be good to go from here. Another important thing, make sure when you're doing this, make sure this thing is turning freely, so that once you start working on it, it doesn't bring problems later on, like it gets stuck and then you have to go up the car. So make sure this thing goes freely. You can either put it on neutral, or you just mine is just moving like that. I can just go ahead and open it up, and then I can proceed from there. So this one which opens here is going to be a Torx 55. So you just get a Torx 55 right there and get it all the way, and then you can proceed to open all these bolts. Is 6 in number. This one right there. Still right over there. Let's take it like that. Let it come out like this. You just put them together, and then you just turn this thing like that. Let it just come like this, and then you can proceed with this one right over here. All right. So this one comes out like this. It's the last one, and then we can just pry this thing away. Other thing is away from right over here. It's disconnected. You can let it sit there. You open this right here and here and here. Right, let's go ahead. So you get your 18mm. You come right over here. Come right over here too. And then you come right over here. And this right here is not 18, this is 16mm. So you take this 18 right here and 18, and then 16 right over here. Alright, so we have another right here, 16, so you hold it with something right over here as you open this other side. And you come on like that, and then you just pull this thing out from here, and then you just take this too. Alright, so once this thing comes like this, what you do, you just push this back a little bit. You just push a little bit like that, and then be careful guys, this, and then you just pry from here gently, because this thing is touching the wall right over here. So make sure it's like this. Let somebody help you out. Push it up like this and then push it back, and make sure somebody's helping you out, because this thing is gonna fall down like a missile, man. This thing is crazy. Just push it like that back, let it go back. So when that one goes like that, and then just bring slowly here, make sure this thing comes like that, and then just lower it slowly like this, let it come out like that, and then hold it back from there, let it come slowly like that. So let this press come out like that. So to put back the new rack and pinion, to put back the new front differential, you just lift it up, have somebody help you out, let it start from this section, you push it back all in, and then once that is done, you just let it pass through here, because this is normally the place which blocks it, and then you can just put everything back, and then you can tie it back, and then put axles, you put the axles back, and then you should be good to go. When you're putting back the propeller shaft which goes from the differential to the transmission, make sure you line them all well before you do that. And then one last thing which you should do is make sure you put the fluids on the required level on the diff, and then you should be good to go. Alright, thank you guys for watching the video. I hope it's been helpful. See you in the next one.